So, my story is about when I broke my arm on a zip swing, and we had gone to go see my grandparents in Birmingham, and we went to a park, and it was a really big park, and I was only 7 when it happened, and I remember my parents telling me I wasn't allowed to go on the zip swing, but I was allowed to go on the slide. And the park that we were in, it had loads and loads of trees around it, and my parents went off to go meet my grandparents and my uncle, and I decided it was a fantastic idea to go on the zip swing when they weren't there. And it was only about 8 foot off the floor, so it wasn't really very high. And I went on it, and zip swung halfway across and slipped off it, landed on my side and on my arm, so it was crushing my arm against the side of my body. And because it was wood chip on the floor, one of them went kind of quite hard into my arm and ended up fracturing it. It didn't go into my arm, it just sort of fractured my arm. And I was lying on the floor for quite a while, in quite a lot of pain. And my parents came back and they found me on the floor and they shouted at me because they just thought I was being a wuss on the floor. And then I got up and my arm was really swollen. Luckily, my uncle is a surgeon, so he came over and he had a look at it, and I had to sit down on a bench, and he checked my arm, told me that it was probably fractured and that I should probably go to hospital in the morning. And then he went back to the house, got an ice pack, came all the way back again, put it on there, and then said that he was going to wait until the traffic died down and would take me to hospital. So that was a fun memory of being in a lot of pain, and my parents going absolutely insane at me because they just thought I'd been on the zip swing, and that's all they thought I'd done, when actually I was lying on the floor in a lot of pain. That's 7.
Was it close to your grandparents' house?
Yeah, it was really close. That's why I managed to run home and get some ice for me. Dawns on me now how hard that is to do.
So how long was it before they actually took you to hospital?
About 45 minutes. It took my parents a good 20 minutes to confine me while I was lying on the floor. And it was quite a deserted park, so no one really did anything, so it was just kids. So no one really cared that I was lying on the floor until my parents came over and they were like, oh, he's on the floor, let's go tell him off. Because he's in the middle of where the zip swing was, so he's obviously been on the zip swing.
You didn't think to, get up or move away from the zip swing?
I couldn't, I was in so much pain, I was just lying on the floor.
All along the floor.
I just remember just lying there like, Just made me have a hatred for wood chip.
Did you bleed a lot?
Yeah. Eh?
Did it bleed?
No,
Oh,
it didn't.
wait, no,
Not
it
at
didn't.
all. No,
Ah,
it just
that is
swelled
a
up loads.
shame.
It's alright, it's fine. Oh, I thought it would have because as a wood chip, I just lay there because I wasn't in so much pain. I thought, at the time, I thought I'd just been impaled by loads of it and I was dying, so let's just lie on the floor and curl up and die.
Fair, right?